Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Vex here with LOLHighscore.com, and today I'm here to tell you a little bit about the Legion Invasions. So, in World of Warcraft right now, it is the Legion pre-patch. So, everybody knows Legion, the next World of Warcraft expansion, is coming out on August 29th. Now, to get us ready for that, they have released this little event where you can go all across Azeroth and destroy the Legion Invasions. So, Legion is invading 6 zones. That'll be Ashara, Dunmorrow, Hillsbrad Foothills, Northern Barrens, Tanaris, and Westfall. Now, right now, we can see we have one in Dunmorrow, and we also have one in Ashara. So, before we go in and look at what these invasions are all about, basically, you can get level 700 gear for all of your pieces and a level 725 weapon by doing these. There is a vendor in Stormwind and one in Orgrimmar. I don't play Horde, so sorry Hordes, it's Alliance only over here. But in Stormwind, we can see, well, we can kind of see this little vendor right here, and he's going to be the one that is selling us. Basically, you're going to be earning these nether shards throughout the invasion from defeating certain objectives, which we'll get to that later, and you can use those to buy pets. You can buy all of the ensembles for transmog, and certain neck pieces and rings and cloak pieces and belts, and all of the other gear you can get from actually doing the invasions and picking up the drops from the chests. So, which once again, we'll get into that later. And there's also an item here called the Coalesced Fel, which you can buy to infuse any weapons you happen to get. They start off in stage 1 at eye level 700, and you can infuse them up to 725 gear with the Coalesced Fel. There's also a vendor over here that's going to be able to sell you certain items that'll help with your questing. Felstone makes your attacks have a chance to trigger additional damage or effects. Battlemender's Dressing will heal you up, and a Potion of Fel Protection that reduces all damage taken by 10% for 10 minutes. Then I believe there's one more vendor over here, and they are going to just sell you rations, water, and random stuff. I don't really know why this guy was included. It's just kind of basic items, but anyway, he's there if you need it. So, let's take off and get to Dunmorrow and check out what this invasion is all about. So, first off, one of the quickest ways to get to your Legion Invasion locations are to take the portals from the Earth Shrine over here. Say you wanted to go to Tanaris, the fastest way is to take the Hold'em portal. If we want to go to, for instance, where we're headed now, to Dunmorrow, we might want to take the Twilight Highlands portal, and also, if we want to go to Ashara, the fastest way is to take the portal to Hyjal. So just keep that in mind when you're trying to travel to each location to save you a little bit of time. So you notice when you first enter the zone, it's going to say Stage 1 and defend Keranos or whatever other town that you're going to be defending in the zone that you're in. So we can see this huge Legion dropship is raining down Felfire and has opened up a large portal over what appears to be Keranos. So basically, in this first stage, if I can get down there before they defeat it, you're going to be just fighting off little Legion Fel monsters. I can't quite remember their names. There's going to be Felbats and Imps and all sorts of baddies down there. Keep in mind, the Horde will be here too, or the Alliance will be here too for you Hordes out there. And if you are on a PvP server or flagged for PvP, it is going to be a bad time. There's a lot of people here, and you are going to die a lot. As you can see here, this is mostly, I mean, we're right outside of Ironforge, so this is mostly Alliance, but... Oh, and I forgot to switch to... I'm in Holy right now, and I prefer to quest and do these events in disc, so I'm going to have to switch over as soon as I can. So let me get out of combat here real quick. Let's just pop a Shadow Meld, and then we should be able to switch right over. Alright, so we're approaching the end of the stage 1, and you don't really get too many benefits from participating in this stage. I didn't get any nether crystal or nether shards or anything. Here's where you start earning nether shards. You're going to get nether shards based on your contribution to defeating these bosses. So basically, if you can see the stage 2 Demon Commander defeated and Demon Lieutenant slain, by defeating those lieutenants and defeating the commander, you'll be rewarded nether shards based on how much contribution you had to that particular objective. Now don't try to get every single objective on the map, because 1, it's not going to happen, and 2, it's not necessary. This will be going all the way up on until before Legion releases on the 29th, so you'll be able to get basically everything that you're out to get. One thing I would recommend, if you've already gotten everything you want, is to keep doing these and buy up all of those Fellbat pups, because doing that is going to get you... Oh, sorry. As you can see, I got 7 nether shards, if you can see that. Actually, I think it's underneath my web camera. But I got 7 nether shards for my contribution against that last objective. But as I was saying, if you get a bunch of those Fellbat pups, I don't believe those are going to be available after this, so they will be worth a lot of money on the auction house later on in the game. Alright, so we're off into stage 3. From defeating that stage 2 boss, I have gotten a chest, as you can see right here, this small Legion chest, and that is going to grant me Fel-infused bracers, a level 700 bracer piece, and 5 nether shards. You'll get that after stage 2, and you'll get a better chest as well after stage 4. I got 5 nether shards for my contribution on that one, and then we can take a look at the map here, and you can see these crystals, these invasion sites popping up all over Dunmoreau. So going to these sites, basically you're going to contribute by destroying these pillars, and we can hop from pillar to pillar. To destroy them, you're going to get inside of here and destroy these Fel energy crystals. Some of the larger ones will have 2 crystals on the outside, protected by a lot of guards that you have to destroy. But these single energy ones are pretty easily soloed, and you'll be able to just blow them right up. I had a little bit of help there, but I assure you, you can do that alone if you need to. So we're going to look at the map and fly to the next shard. See, these ones here that have the base with the crystal in the middle, these are the ones that are going to have 2 crystals, and they're going to be heavily guarded, and they provide more contribution to the forces repelled meter over here. And also, now you can see these bosses are showing up on the map, which will appear as skulls, and if we hightail it to those will give us a lot of nether shards from defeating them. So we're going to take on one of these guys, hopefully with a little help from our friends. I'm actually really surprised not to see any horde out here right now, because the last time I did this, they were literally everywhere. So, a lot of... Oh, there is a blood elf here, but they must not be flagged for PvP, or maybe I'm not flagged for PvP at the moment. So let me just check. Yeah, my PvP is actually disabled, so I'm not going to be running into these guys. But, just to make things fun. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to die 100 times for the video. Normally I'll be flagged on PvP. I don't mind it. A lot of my friends don't like getting into fights out in the world trying to do their objectives and stuff. I think it's pretty fun. I also enjoy griefing people a lot, so there's that. So that guy gave me 6 nether shards, and we're off to the next site. We're gonna... Okay, here's what we're looking at for these crystals. See, the crystals are going to be protected by these guards, which as soon as you just distract them, you can start working on that shard. I would recommend dotting the shard up while you're fighting the other guy. That way, so you can get contribution on those shards while you're fighting. In case somebody else comes up and destroys the crystal, you don't want to miss out on that contribution, and I believe you will. So as well as... See, that one only granted me 1 nether shard. But they add up quickly. And I also got 7 nether shards from that Veldromus fellow that we just wrecked. So we are getting close there. We're at 64% on stage 3. The final stage is going to be a world boss that comes, and everybody's going to have to gather and destroy him or her. So for right now, we're going to try to get inside. For this type of structure here, once again, we just blow up the fel crystals, and we also have to get inside, I believe. They may get to it before I can, but where's the entrance to this dang thing? Here it is. So we're just going to head on inside and start some trouble. These doors, you can just walk right through them after you destroy those fel crystals on the outside, and then you have to defeat the little mini boss here. And we're nearing 85%, so it might be time to head back to Keranos, because this world boss will be out very soon. And they usually take a while to defeat, so it's no rush, and you'll see when we get to 100% that they give everybody in the map a speed boost. It'll kind of look like a crackling, like electric shock that hits you, and it'll give you a 100% movement speed boost to get back to town. So we're just going to head back to Keranos, and you'll be able to see that lightning here in a second as soon as they finish off the... Yep, here we go. And any second now, we will be hit with some lightning. Maybe. Maybe not. There it is. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Oh man. And this guy will kick your ass, so I'm just gonna warn you right there. You may die a few times. I'm definitely going to die at least once in this video. Maybe not, because Disc is pretty good at healing themselves while doing damage, so I mean that's kind of their thing. But once you defeat this guy, we're going to be getting a blue chest, which may or may not contain a lot of good upgrades for us. My guy's pretty decked out. I've got a lot of 7-10 gear and PvP gear right now, which I know I don't really have any raid gear because I just got back into this expansion, but we do have some goodies. And I'm actually really surprised this is going down as well as it is. Some groups have had a lot of trouble with these in my past experiences, so... Alright, just gonna... My buddy is trying to play with me right now, so I had to let him know what was up. So once we get this guy destroyed, we can just head on to the next zone. I'm sure, I mean, it's basically the same thing, so I'm not going to fly over there and show you guys. I mean, it's going to be a different boss, of course, but basically the same concept. Alright, now we can check out what we got in our large Legion chest here, and it looks like I just got some pants. They are not an upgrade, but I did get 10 additional nether shards, bringing my total up to 97. Once again, you can do this every couple of hours, and you can just keep grinding those nether shards up. Make sure you get every single piece that you would like, and also make sure to stock up on those felbats. As I was trying to say earlier, the felbat pups, you will be able to resell them later, and I do not believe that they're going to be available in the future the patches or anywhere in the world from pet vendors or anything. So that is going to be a very valuable item if you can get your hands on it. Those cost 150 nether shards back at that vendor in Stormwind or the one in Orgrimmar. So anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want me to do more videos like this. Or you can thumbs down if you don't want me to do more videos like this either. Any press is good press, so, you know, whatever, man. But once again, this was Vex with LOLhighscore.com, and I'm out.